More bad broker behavior. Where every client is aware of the situation, we think, where you assign insurance companies to brokers, and that way you keep the marketplace clean. Brokers work with their assigned insurance companies, and they're not to send applications elsewhere. Bad brokers often ignore the client's instructions, and they do it intentionally. And there's two things that they do. One is what we call race to market. So what a broker will do is intentionally ignore the assignments from the client, and will send applications out to insurance companies that were not assigned to that broker. And there's a couple of motivations here. Obviously, if the insurance company that the broker is sending an application to is a very competitive insurance company, the broker is hoping that if they race to market, they ignore the assignments by the client to each broker, and they race to market, that they convince the client to change their mind and give them that insurance company to work with instead of the other broker. A lot of times the brokers will do this with an intention of trying to secure the market instead of the other broker. Another thing that the brokers do when they're racing to market is sometimes they're trying to frustrate the underwriter. So I mentioned before that underwriters are buried in applications. And so when an underwriter receives an application from two or more brokers for the same business, same business, two applications, two different brokers, they often get frustrated. They often think, boy, this looks like not a very good opportunity. It looks like it's out of control. It looks like every broker in the world's just mailing in applications on this account. I don't feel that it's a good opportunity. I'm just going to decline it for everybody and forget it. So those are the two motivations on racing to market. Is number one, to try to secure the market against the client's interests, and number two, trying to frustrate the underwriters for the competition, hoping that they will decline the account. If caught in this behavior, a lot of times the brokers will blame it on the clerical assistant. This is very common, where they will say, gee, I understood you, Mr. Client. I knew what your instructions were, and I explained that, but unfortunately, I'm really sorry, my clerical assistant did it. We'll withdraw it right away. We'll call the underwriter and withdraw it, and there was no damage. A lot of times the brokers will explain there was no damage done. Our mistake, but we'll fix it now. The reality is the brokers know that damage can be done by sending multiple applications to the same underwriter. Another conflict that is similar is what we call blame the competition. And this is often in play when a broker is trying to secure an insurance company to work with that was already assigned to another broker. And what they will do is they will try to get an application in the hands of that insurance company before the broker who is properly assigned that insurance company to work with. And they will come to the client and make the argument that I am really the broker that's looking out for you, Mr. or Mrs. Client, because I'm not sitting around waiting. The other broker looks to be slow. Maybe he's not interested in your business. I'm really out there working hard, and I'm going after it aggressively, and I'm trying to get quotes for you. It's all calculated. And in reality, a lot of times, good brokers that are assigned insurance companies to work with take more time to get the application out because they take the time to build the right arguments, to make the right presentation, to make arguments around losses, and everything that's necessary to get the right job done. They feel, okay, I've been assigned this insurance company, I'm going to take my time and get the proper application in the hands of the underwriter to get the quote, the best possible quote I can for the client. The bad broker simply tries to convince the client to reverse their decision and reassign that insurance company to the bad broker saying, I'm really looking out for you. And once again, if they're called on it, they'll blame it on the clerical assistant.